Round 2 of the Isuzu UTE A-League season kicked off with a rematch of the 2018 Grand Final, with Melbourne Victory travelling to McDonald Jones Stadium to face off against the Newcastle Jets. Whilst last week's F3 derby didn't go the way of Mark Milligan's side, he'll have been pleased with some of the promising signs shown by his young squad, with Alex Badalato hoping to build on the momentum from his wonder goal in the opening round. World Cup winner Juan Mata again started on the bench for Arthur Dilla's side, who were looking to open their goal-scoring account for the season after a hard-earned draw against Auckland in round 1.
Burgess can link up with Dobson. Will Dobson's able to keep it in. Heads towards Jason Davidson. Will cut back on that left foot. Badalato looks to control, shoots. It's blocked in the first instance by Jack Duncan, but he can do nothing about the rebound. And Ben Gibson has his first goal of the campaign. And the Newcastle Jets, 14 minutes in, are a goal to the good at home against the Victory.
Jets slowly starting to turn the tide.
Here's Badalato with space and time. Badalato! Oh! How many goal of the season contenders will this man score in 25-26? Young league is the Victory now with an opportunity here. Jelassic was there, but Burgos lays it off. Jason Davidson, it's a good save. But James Delianov, once again on the follow-up, can't do anything about it. And the Victory do get a goal back.
Just like the other end at the Jets' first goal, it's John Rowe who's reacted quickly, and it's a simple tap in, and all of a sudden, the complexion changes again.
Grozos. Dobson's happy for Gibson to chase this one down. And Dobson will head into the area. Gibson lays it off for him. Ben Gibson does really well to get away from his man, and Alex Badalato. Who else would it be than Alex Badalato? Taps this one home for his second of the evening, his third of the season. And it was wonderful build-up as well. Opportunity here, Jean Rowe putting it through for Jelassic. Can he get there first? He can. And Keegan Jelassic once again gets the Victory back to within a goal. Lovely ball through the middle by Denny Jean Rowe. Scored the first turns provider here. His 6th in the A-League for the 23-year-old, and it's 3-2. Back in February, that 3-0 victory. Oh, Badalato out of absolutely nothing. Alex Badalato looking around for options. Thought his best option was to have a go, and he does it again. Here they come again through Daniel Wilmering. He's looked really good, particularly in this second half. And at the back post is Oscar Fryer, who gets his first A-League goal. The 19-year-old seals the deal for the Newcastle Jets. They're bouncing in the squadron and they're celebrating in the stands. The Newcastle Jets with a home win at full time at McDonald Jones Stadium. It's finished Newcastle Jets 5, Melbourne Victory 2.
Alan Stagic's Western Sydney Wanderers travel to Go Media Stadium, hoping to get their first ever victory against reigning premiers Auckland, while Steve Corica's side were hoping to improve on their opening round draw against Melbourne Victory, as they look to kickstart their title defence in front of their passionate fans. New signings Jake Girdwood-Ryak, Lachlan Brook and Sam Cosgrove are all set to make their home debuts for Auckland, whilst all-white star Costa Barbarouses was hoping to continue his goal-scoring form for the Wanderers as he continues to push for a place in next year's World Cup squad.
They've run the ball high up the pitch here, have Auckland FC. And flashes wide. It was Francis de Vries storming through the midfield. Let's put that wand of a left foot of his around it.
And it was awkward from Angus Thurgate there.
Well, Western Sydney have given the ball away again, 3 in a row. And Jesse Randall slots home the opening goal of Auckland FC's season. Randall writes his name in the history book. Auckland FC are on the board, and Western Sydney Wanderers have only got themselves to blame. With a little bit of trickery, and a clever ball on the inside to Brook. And his strike just bounces in front of Thomas. I wonder whether that's the sunstrike you talk about, Jacob. Nearly had a similar giveaway in a dangerous area. There's a looped ball. Is dealt with, but only as far as the edge of the 18-yard box, and fouled. Has to react quickly. Didn't take it cleanly on the first attempt. Randall, similar to his first attempt this time, can only sting the palms of Lawrence Thomas and Cosgrove, who's really getting under the skin, it should be said, of the back four of Western Sydney.
He's agitating on both sides, and that time it's Sam Cosgrove.
Auckland wanting to give him even the slightest of sniffs, the New Zealand international. Deflection. Fantastic first touch. Juma, my excellent defending just to push him away from goal, and Cosgrove's strike not enough to trouble Lawrence Thomas. De Vries from the other side. Brook is pulled clear and sings a shot. Thomas armed it, not away from danger.
A selfishness here from Lachlan Brook. Again, it's a wayward cross. Falls to Brook at the top of the box, and then he turns and snaps the shot off.
Juma Mai needs Rogerson. Return pass to Mai, off the post, and the rebound agonisingly close to Jesse Randall. Opposite side now. Clipped in, and a big chance, a big chance. It was Qual arriving late, and that is a missed opportunity. And referee Tim Danaskis calls a halt to proceedings. The Port celebrate. Jesse Randall's goal is enough for the home team. Full time here at Go Media Stadium. Auckland FC 1, Western Sydney Wanderers 0.
Defending champions Melbourne City were back at AAMI Park for the first time this season as they played host to Perth Glory, where both sides were hoping to get their opening victory of the new campaign. Socceroos Matthew Leckie and Aziz Behich started for City, along with rising star Max Caputo, while Perth were hoping Socceroo Adam Taggart and young guns Jaden Kaczarski and Sebastian Despotovski could be the difference.
Patrick Beach, never afraid to roam out of his penalty area and join the defence. On this occasion, a long ball is the solution. The flag stays down for now as it arrives with Caputo in the middle. All eyes turn to the assistant referee, but the flag does stay down. And Max Caputo's rising star continues to shoot up. It's 1-0 to City in the first 5 minutes.
Well, we're starting to lose superlatives for Max Caputo in the season that he's starting to build at the top of the Melbourne City attack. An easy finish for the youngster, and that is a very flat, high line from Perth Glory, and they played against that last week with Wellington. Now they've fallen into their own trap, and Melbourne City have said, thank you very much, we'll take the lead nice and early.
AAMI Park surface not doing too many favours over the last couple of minutes for players. Caltac, he's had a slip. Caputo's in, round the keeper, and he finishes! Max Caputo's flying start to the season continues, and he capitalises on a bit of a disaster for the Glory. Melbourne City's return to AAMI Park in the A-League is going to script so far. It's 2-0.
Well, what about the awareness from Max Caputo here as Perth Glory just bring themselves undone? Brian Caltac usually safe as a bank at the back.
Strilic motioning from the sidelines as he watches Schreiber! Oh, goodness me! What a goal! Zane Schreiber! He has taken 30 games to break through for an Isuzu UTE A-League goal, and it was worth the wait!
Well, what an absolute screamer from Zane Schreiber.
Kanamori still working. Romani jags inside. It's Kavian Romani! It just gets better and better and better! Kavian Romani, in game 24 of his A-League career, has uncorked something truly special, and Melbourne City have finished this game with a pair of goals you could only dream of.
What a finish.
Melbourne City, the champions of the A-League, back at home at AAMI Park in the league for the first time this season. They have given their fans a show. 20-year-old striker Max Caputo with a double to get it started. And then two mind-blowing highlights. Zane Schreiber's first A-League goal was worth the wait. 30th game for him. And then Kavian Romani said, anything you can do, I can equal. And in stoppage time, he netted for the first time in the Isuzu UTE A-League men's as well. All over at AAMI Park, Melbourne City emphatic, 4-0 against the Perth Glory.
After last week's unforgettable opening round victory in the F3 derby, the Central Coast Mariners travelled to Leichhardt Oval to take on Sydney FC. Wilfred Talley was already facing pressure after a first-up loss to Adelaide and was hoping his raft of international talent, including forwards Victor Campuzano and Piero Quispe, could be the difference for the Sky Blues. Three-time Sydney FC Championship winner Andrew Redmayne was set to face off against his old side as last week's match winner Nicholas Duarte started on the bench for the Mariners.
Lolly onto the left foot, looking to test his old teammate Andrew Redmayne. Can't do so. It falls again for Quispe. Now Toure, overlapping run. Toure hits it, side netting. The crowd in the grandstand all went up as one in front of us. McCalmont now looks for Al Hassan Toure. It's a fantastic ball over the top. Campuzano can't go with him. Toure. Sydney looking to draw first blood. Al Hassan Toure still crosses back post. Campuzano didn't look bad off the boot. Blocked by McCalmont. The effort from distance, and Redmayne seeing it wide. The Sky Blues come again. Ocon Engsler chips it back post. Grand, lovely ball. Oh, finally got it in. Al Hassan Toure missed the open goal. I thought the opportunity had gone, and somehow Campuzano pulled it back here, out of his bag of tricks. And Sydney's pressure tells, 13 minutes into the second half. It's Ocon Engsler. He's one to make things happen. Nice touch, Lolly for Pat Wood. Hits it, denied. Lolly, the follow-up, saved again by Redmayne. Well, he's been beaten once, Andrew Redmayne, but he's made a couple of good saves as well to keep his side in the contest. Perth. Faisal shoots near post, and that is a first shot on target this evening. We had to wait till the 80th minute. Quispe. Great ball. Suffering crowd, the Peruvian, as he releases Joe Lolly. Pat Wood charging forward. Wood is there! And that's game, set and match, Sydney FC. Pat Wood back amongst the goal scorers. It's been a while for him. It's all over. Sydney are back in the winner's circle. It's a triumphant return to Leichhardt Oval, and they will be hoping this becomes a happy hunting ground for them for the remainder of 2025. But this one has ended. Sydney FC over the Central Coast Mariners by 2-0.
Brisbane Roar travelled to Sky Stadium, having not beaten Wellington Phoenix there since 2017. New coach Michael Valkanis was hoping his side could continue the momentum from their gritty opening round win, whilst Giancarlo Italiano's men were looking to take all 3 points in front of the Yellow Fever, something they haven't done since December 2024. After scoring last week, the Knicks were hoping off-season recruits Ifeanyi Eza and Carlo Armiento would be able to continue their opening round form, whilst youngster Justin Vidic was set to make his first start for Brisbane Roar.
There's delivery. Sees Oluwayemi come forward, not claim it cleanly. And up and over the crossbar. Well, a big opportunity there for Brisbane. Injury to Tim Payne is the only change to note. There's a ball over the top. James has been beaten. And Justin Vidic opens the scoring for the Brisbane Roar. And in the shadows of half-time, the visitors take the lead. Some of the dark arts happening in this match that you and I are not aware of. It's working in their favour at the moment, the team in maroon, as Eze tries a strike from distance, and Bazana stands tall. First strike on goal for Wellington after an hour.
Well, Yellow Fever are brought to their feet.
And Hield's delivery from deep. Is a double teamed. Cushion header back in. And Piper. And it's found its way into the back of the net. And I believe it's Kazuki Nagasawa with the final touch. Piper's strike seemed to be making its way across the line. Nagasawa forced it home. Wellington kept themselves back into the match. James nearly had his pocket pinched. In the end, hacked clear almost out of the gloves of Josh Oluwayemi as Luke Brooksmith and the yellow shirts come pouring forward. Armiento. Strike on goal. Armiento. Side netting. Yellow Fever rise. Looks as though it may be the conclusion unless Wellington can find a way back. Piper's been central. Armiento. He went close as well. Armiento! And he's done it at the back post. Carlo Armiento scores against the Brisbane Roar. 2 in 2 weeks.
What a way to introduce yourself to Wellington. Right in front of the Yellow Fever. As the seconds tick down, have the Wellington Phoenix secured all 3 points right at the death.
And so the Yellow Fever celebrate a first win at Sky Stadium in 15 matches. It's been a long time coming for the supporters. Full time here at Sky Stadium. Wellington Phoenix 2, Brisbane Roar 1.
Monday night football returned to Macarthur as the Bulls hosted Adelaide United at Campbelltown Sports Stadium. After a win last week, the Reds were looking to continue their positive start to the season, whilst Macarthur hoped to get their first points of the new campaign. Mile Stajovski was forced into making a raft of changes from last week after his squad was hit with a bout of gastro, whilst Eden Andrioli was hoping captain Craig Goodwin could inspire his team to make it 2 wins from their opening 2 games.
MacArthur with a big chance off. Deflection, and Callum Talbot was that close to his first Isuzu UTE A-League goal. Spills here for Rose. Oh my goodness! Where has that come from, Liam Rose? That was worth the wait. 124 A-League matches, and he pulls that out. They were able to see it out for that 2-1 win. Goodwin, Kito, beautifully worked, and
Philip Curto. There's a reason why he is one of the premier glovemen in this competition. That was a sharp, sharp save. You know, it's peeling wide. Goodwin. Duzel, De Cooley, and it's Curto. Oh, Philip Curto! He just keeps improving the highlight reel. Goodwin, quickest to the ball. De Cooley, a couple of additional minutes. A-League well hung up. There's the equaliser. And it's Johnny Yull in the milestone match. His 50th Isuzu UTE A-League appearance. His second goal in this competition. And it is no less than Ayrton Andrioli's team deserve in this first half. Kikianis searching for the run of Goodwin. Oh, the header from De Silva favoured A-League. Now De Cooley. De Cooley curling and Curto. It was an awkward one. It was spinning away. Slipped around the corner. Parias in a foot race with Walter Scott. Parias wins out. Danger, danger for the Bulls. And Curto has to tip it over the bar. It was Johnny Yull again. This corner, dangerous! They have got the go-ahead goal. And in his first match in the A-League at Campbelltown Stadium, it is Dong Won-ji, the Korean international, who opens his account for the Bulls. The Bulls bounce back. Resilience. And a morale-boosting win this. 3 players down with gastro after their Asian endeavours on Thursday night. But it was backs to the wall for the most part of the first half. Philip Curto with massive saves. Liam Rose with the goal of his life. And Dong Won-ji with the match winner in the second half. Disappointment for Ayrton Andrioli's side. They will feel this is the one that got away. Macarthur FC 2, Adelaide United 1.
So at the conclusion of round 2, Melbourne City, Wellington and Auckland sit atop of the table, with Western Sydney, Melbourne Victory and Perth still chasing their first wins. Tune in next week for a bumper round of fixtures headlined by the Battle of the West on Saturday night when the Bulls host the Wanderers.